Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shaw Planet for September 13th, 2022. I am coming to you from the city of Nashville, Tennessee, home of hot chicken, which I've already partaken in, and no state income taxes, which I've talked about in previous episodes, and some fantastic music, which I haven't had a chance to take in yet, but you know I will. Before I got down to Nashville, I was in the city of Louisville, Kentucky. And aside from the other things that happen in Louisville, Kentucky, like fantastic bourbon, I also had the opportunity to watch opening day of football. And in case you missed it, my beloved, for those of you watching on video, you're seeing me right now. I'm wearing my Justin Fields jersey. My beloved Chicago Bears came away with a victory against the San Francisco 49ers, a team that they were not given much of a chance to win against. A team that didn't win was the Green Bay Packers, who are widely regarded as one of those teams that should have won, but they didn't. Okay, so I'm not going to make too big of a deal of this, and I promise you I'm not going to talk about football every Tuesday during the football season, tempting though it may be. It also is probably because the Bears probably will not win a lot of games this year, so I'm going to take a lot of hope in this one. But it reminded me of a concept with the 27 Principles series that Steve Atkinson wrote with Buckingham about the concept of starting early. So I have a little scenario for you. And let's think about what winning early or starting to win early can do for you. So let's think of two investors, all right? So we got investor A, investor B. Didn't want to give you a spoiler there. Investor A, let's just call investor A, I don't know, Chicago, or Justin, we'll call him Chicago. And then we have investor B, which is Green Bay. So investor A is 21 years old, kind of like our quarterback, really young. Justin Fields is young. Investor B is 30 years old, still young by most standards, but not what he used to be. Both investors, investor A and investor B, start investing $100 a month. The big difference, and I'm going to put this in the notes here afterwards, the big difference between that, they're both investing $100 a month. Investor A starts when he's 21 years old. Chicago starts investing $100 a month, and they do it for only 9 years. So $100 a month, Chicago is investing for 9 years, and they stop at age 30. Investor B, Green Bay at 30 years old invests $100 a month as well, but they do it for 35 years, a lot longer. So you got investor A, 21, $100 a month. Investor B, Green Bay, 30 years, $100 a month. What happens is the total that they will have invested, A and B, A will have invested, Chicago will have invested $10,800 in the 9-year window. Green Bay would have invested $42,000 in that 35-year window. And let's assume an 8% rate of return. So here it is. I'm putting this right in front of the screen right now so you can take a look at it. So you see investor A, investor B, and what they've actually invested. What happens when they turn age 65? Well, assuming an 8% rate of return, investor A has $231,000 in change. Chicago had $231,000. Green Bay, by contrast, had $215,000 in change. Go Bears. So what's the moral of the story? Starting early, like starting with the win, for example, puts you in a better position with the time value of money. Now imagine that investor A, in this case Chicago, didn't stop investing and they just continued to invest even like $100 a month for the rest of their career. They would have come out far, far ahead at that age 65. And then of course investment does assume risk, and maybe they wouldn't have kept 8% in there as they got closer and closer to retirement age. But I think you get the story. The story is, well, first of all, the story is the Bears won and Green Bay didn't. So, haha. And then the other part of it is invest early. Start early, even if it's a smaller amount. A couple of quick things before we wrap up on today, too. If you missed last week's cybersecurity seminar, it was recorded, and we do have the opportunity to send the recording. So just drop us a note if you want to. It's on Zoom webinar, so you'll probably have to enter your contact information, your first name, last name, email address. You'll be able to watch the webinar in full. You can even speed it up if you wanted to. It was very, very, very well done and very well received. I've gotten nothing but positive feedback. And when we think football season, we think crisper weather, we think what might be coming up soon, and I don't want to skip Halloween, but Thanksgiving's right around the corner. We will be having our Pie Day again. This is for our clients, and for our clients, we give them the choice of several pies. They get to come in and pick one up and have it ready for Thanksgiving. So be on the lookout for that too. We're also working on something for the holidays. It's going to be a little unorthodox, but more on that as it develops. So last three reminders is make sure that if you have not watched the webinar, you reach out to us if you're interested in it. We'll send you out the link for the recording. Make sure that you send positive energy to the Chicago Bears, who are going to be playing Green Bay next Sunday night. That's going to be a tough game for us, but we believe. And most importantly, stay safe, stay well. Don't forget that we're here for you if you need anything. I'm Neil Shah with Shah Planet. I will see you next week.